Hey, what up, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all things Dodger baseball all offseason long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. Really helps out the channel. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day: should the Dodgers seriously consider signing Seiya Suzuki, the right fielder out of Japan? Give me your takes down below in the comment section. Give me a Y for yes, give me an M for no. I want your takes down below. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So we've got a very intriguing rumor to get into, and that is the Dodgers showing interest in Japanese superstar Seiya Suzuki. Dave Vassegh tweet out, Dodgers have shown interest in Japanese outfielder Seiya Suzuki, who will be posted today. USA Baseball manager Mike Scioscia managed versus Suzuki in Olympics. He believes Seiya Suzuki will hit with power in MLB and has tremendous throwing arm from right field. Hashtag hot stove. Now the Mets, Rangers, Phillies, Braves, Pirates, and Rockies are also rumored to be interested in Seiya Suzuki. But you know what we have to do first? Let's break out the Dodgers rumor meter. I'm giving this one a 2 Dodger dogs. People are talking at this point, but I do think the Dodgers could show serious interest in Suzuki because, one, he is a great player. Not just great, he is elite in Japan. Let's just look at his numbers. Last season, the 27-year-old slugger had a .319 batting average, .436 on base percentage, .640 slugging percentage. He had 38 home runs, a career high, and he had 88 walks to just 87 strikeouts. So he drew more walks than strikeouts last season. He led the NPB in WAR at 8.4, and he's been consistent. He's hit at least 25 home runs a season since 2016, and he's posted an OPS of at least 1,000 in 3 of the last 4 years. Now, for his career, he has a .315 batting average with 182 dingers, 562 RBIs. He's made 4 All-Star teams and won 3 Gold Gloves. Now, the hype is off the charts for Seiya Suzuki. MLB Network's John Morosis compared him to Ronald Acuna Jr. I thought this tweet was interesting from Matthew Brownstein. He tweeted out, Seiya Suzuki has a 1,016 OPS since 2019. This obviously isn't a perfect comparison, and in no way am I suggesting that the talent level is the same, but in that same period, only one qualified major league hitter has posted an OPS over 1,000, Juan Soto. So you got Ronald Acuna Jr., Juan Soto, lots of big superstars that he's being compared to. Now, is he going to be the next Ronald Acuna Jr. or Juan Soto? I think that might be a little bit of a stretch, but I do think he can be a star in Major League Baseball. One, he's 27 years old. He's in his absolute prime, and also if you look at his swing, I think he'll be able to have success with this swing at the big league level. I mean, just look at this swing. It's clean, it's direct to the ball. You don't have any mechanical issues, no wasted movement. I think this is a swing that's going to be effective in the show, and also he has that play discipline. He doesn't expand the strike zone. Now, we know the batting average, that has a good chance to translate. We know the defense will translate. We know the speed will translate. The only issue I have is, will he be able to hit home runs against big league pitching consistently? That, to me, is the big question. If you believe he will, then I think he's worth going after. Now, that is going to cost a processing fee. So let's say you sign up for, hypothetically, $60 million. You have to attach another $10, $11 million to that. It could get a little pricey for a player that's not a proven commodity. But this is a situation where you have to trust your scouts. You have to trust your coaching, your front office department, your analytics department. Do you think he can be a star? And if you do, then it could be worth it. Now, as a player, considering the tools he has, he is a player that the Dodgers would generally be interested. They like guys that can impact the game in a lot of different ways. With his defense, what he can do at the plate. He does take his walks. He does hit for power. The Dodgers like that. And then going back to what he can do in the outfield, he's a multi-time Gold Glove Award winner, but the Dodgers already have a multi-time Gold Glove Award winner in right field, and his name is Mookie Betts. Now, yes, Mookie has dealt with injuries, and yes, the Dodgers experimented with playing him at second base to reduce the wear and tear on his hips, on his back, but I've heard that he wants to play right field, and he doesn't doesn't want to play second base, that he is going to be playing right field for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So you can't throw him in right, and that's the position that he's most comfortable playing. But let's say he doesn't play in right field. Let's head over to left field. Now, currently, AJ Pollock is under contract for one more season, and then also the Dodgers are trying to re-sign Chris Taylor. So let's say they find a way to get a deal done to bring in Suzuki, and you have Chris Taylor under contract for, let's say, another 4 years. Well, are you really going to get the most out of CT3 if you bring in another outfielder? Because we know, yes, Chris Taylor, he always finds a way to get his playing time because guys get injured, guys go through slumps, and you can plug in CT3 pretty much anywhere on the diamond at this point, save for pitcher and catcher and first base, but he can play a lot of different positions. So if you bring in Suzuki and re-sign CT3, does it make that much sense, especially because you're going to have to pay CT3? So the big question I have is, would the Dodgers actually try to sign them both? And if they did, would you get the most value out of both guys? So I think that's probably a no. Now, your next option is you could look to trade AJ Pollock. Now, Pollock, he had a breakout year for the Dodgers last year, even had his moments in the postseason, but he does have 1 year left on a very team-friendly deal. You could, in theory, trade AJ Pollock and free up that left field starting spot and have Suzuki in left field, Belly in center, and Mookie in right. So that is definitely an option they could entertain. But one, Pollock has proven that he can produce at the big league level. He's not as big of a risk as Suzuki, but the upside of Suzuki makes it very intriguing. Suzuki has the potential to be a star, maybe even a superstar if everything breaks right for him, whereas AJ Pollock, he's a really solid big league player at this point in his career. He'll be 34 next season, and we just told you earlier that Suzuki is 27 years old. So I think it's the upside is there if you want to make that move. And then something else to think about is we talked to Tim Rogers, the Dodgers prospect guru, a few days ago, and we talked about James Outman. He's the guy that could come up and have an impact at some point. And then there's Dodgers number 5 overall prospect Andy Pages. He's an outfielder. He's currently in high A ball. He's 20 years of age. He's a guy that promises to come up at some point and have a chance to be an impact power bat in the outfield. Now, something else to consider is that the National League is more than likely going to have the designated hitter next season. If you have the DH, I don't think the Dodgers will have a primary DH by everything you've heard. It's not going to be just one guy. They're going to mix it up. They're going to rest guys. They're going to utilize that as best they can to keep guys fresh and play the matchups. But the Dodgers do need a right-handed bat. What if you have AJ Pollock DH some? That's something else you could do if you want to keep them. But I think from a financial standpoint, it would behoove them to trade him if they were going to try to bring in Suzuki. So the Hiroshima Carp have already posted him, making him available for all 30 MLB clubs to make a bid. Teams will have until 5 p.m. Eastern on December 22nd to submit a bid, and potentially longer if a lockout takes place. So it's going to be interesting to see where he lands. A lot of people think he's going to be a New York Met or a Seattle Mariner, but maybe the Dodgers get in the mix and find a way to land Suzuki. And yes, they have other positions they need to address. They need to find out what they're going to do with Corey Seager. Will they look to extend Trey Turner? They need to solidify this starting rotation. They need to add bullpen pieces. But if they truly believe that this guy is going to be a superstar, you have to do your due diligence and see if you can make him a Los Angeles Dodger. Look what happened with Shohei Ohtani. He is a generational, once-in-a-sport type player. He's not that guy. For one, he can't pitch, but he does look like he has a real chance to be the real deal, and maybe the Dodgers hop on this Suzuki on their way to more World Series titles. But let me know down below in the comment section, do you think the Dodgers should aggressively go after Seiya Suzuki? Let me know down below. I'm going to try to respond to tons of these, and we're going to try to start making videos out of the comments. So be sure to get in on the comments down below. My name is Doug McCann. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. Quick reminder for all things Dodger baseball all off-season long, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. And if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. Download the new Dodgers Nation app. For all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.